In today's complex world with so many options and values, how can we be absolutely sure we're making the right decisions from a Christian perspective, especially considering how some questions are so big? Should I take this job? Should I date this person? This video will help you make the best choices no matter what the question. It's been said that a smart man learns from his mistakes, but a truly wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Sometimes making our own right or wrong decisions can be easier to analyze by looking at how someone else made their decisions. Let's start with my friend who actually got married after dating a woman for only 1 week. Even more surprising, as he introduced me to his microwave ready-to-marry fiancé, he said, quote, "We're gonna write a book called How to Pick the Perfect Mate." And when I asked them, do you have any concerns about getting married so quickly? They both responded almost like they were two voices, and they said, "Not at all." Then they said in unison again, "We already know everything we need to know about each other." In a minute, you'll see what happened, but for now, let's consider 4 questions as the foundations for absolutely all of your future choices. Are you ready with a pen? Number 1, does my choice increase or decrease my integrity? In other words, will my choices be consistent with who I say that I am? Integrity is like being pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not. When choosing a certain decision, this question asks us, will my choice be true to the person that I want to be and the person that I tell others who I am? Number 2, am I cheating if I make this certain choice? In other words, would it be okay if everyone else acted this way, or am I making an exception for myself? If others knew that I acted in a certain way, would they agree that I was playing fair and in a way that I would expect others to play? Number 3, what does foresight say? In other words, what might be the future consequences, and would I like my decision to be known or broadcast all over social media? Often, we don't know the consequences of a decision, but it doesn't hurt to share your question with others and brainstorm together what the possible consequences might be. Number 4, is this choice a worthy example? In other words, would I want my children to know how I chose? Would I want my mom or my coworkers or my boss to know how I chose, and would it be a good example for them? Along these lines, what would the finest people I know think about this, and would Jesus be proud of my decision? Now that we know the 4 key ingredients, integrity, worthy example, foresight, and am I cheating or not, please help others by commenting below when you used one of those tools that helped you to make a great decision. Now, these questions certainly raise the bar in our thinking, and when we honestly ask them and answer them, especially on a sheet of paper, they certainly make us think instead of acting on emotions or hormones. My dad used to say that there were 3 ingredients to any bad decision: need, greed, or speed. He also used to say that sometimes the best decision in the world is to decide not to decide. You know, interestingly, just 10 days after their wedding, my friend stopped by, but this time he was all alone and obviously upset as he moaned, "We're getting divorced because I didn't know that she..." Now, it might be interesting for me to tell you what he said about her, but I think it would be even more remarkable for you if you simply guessed. I didn't know that she what? What indeed? The Bible says, whether you turn to the right or the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way you should go." Dear Jesus, thank you for calling us and wanting the very best for us. Help us to listen to your voice today. There is simply no more time to suffer in anger, sadness, unforgiveness, or fear, not even for one more day. If you're ready to stop listening to Satan's lies, visit BeHappyNow.org and start living your new life of happiness today.